Mother accused of killing her baby boy is about to go to trial. Nidia Alvarado sits in jail after her baby's body was found in a recycling center. The horrible discovery sparked outrage across the country because there's a law that protects both mother and baby against such fate. In Texas, it's called the Safe Haven or Baby Moses Law. Tonight, we take a look to see if it's really working or if more needs to be done.
I don't want this city to ever have to bury a baby again.
Pamela Allen is on a mission to save as many babies as she can. It all started last December when she was at home watching the news and heard about the tragic killing of a baby boy.
Was sitting there watching in horror the fact that this baby's body was found at a waste management facility. Immediately just looked at my husband and I said, that can't be his final resting place.
Allen fought to adopt the baby, allowing her to give him a name and a proper burial. Baby Noel was buried on March 24th this year. But this wasn't the end of Allen's mission. She knew Texas had a safe haven law, also known as the Baby Moses Law, giving a mother the ability to safely surrender her baby, but she didn't know the details, and she figured most other people didn't either. Do you know what the Baby Moses Law is?
No, I do not.
I do not.
I don't think so.
No. No.
No.
No.
No. No.
News 4 asked a dozen people in downtown San Antonio. Only 2 were aware of the law. Even then, they didn't know the details.
For this generation, the women of this generation, they were just little girls when this law was brought into action.
Texas was the first state in the country to adopt a law that would allow a mother to safely surrender her baby, no questions asked. A mother has 60 days to hand her baby over at any fire station, hospital, or EMS station. Now, 15 years later, every state has passed a similar law. State Representative Jeannie Morrison sponsored the law during her first legislative session.
The main thing that this law is for is that instance to where there is someone that is so desperate and for whatever reason cannot take care of their child, and we want to make sure we save the child and save the mother.
The number of babies safely surrendered through Baby Moses in Texas has increased over the years. In 2004, 2 babies were surrendered. The highest number of babies surrendered in 1 year was 15, which happened in 2009 and 2013. Still, babies are being dumped, left to die. According to Baby Safe Haven, in August, 10 babies were abandoned across the country. 4 died. There's no statewide program to promote Baby Moses, and that's why Allen is doing all she can to make sure everyone in San Antonio knows about the law. She is going to as many clinics and high schools as she can, passing out pamphlets and posters. Samuel Espervoa is an assistant principal at San Antonio School for Inquiry and Creativity. He believes in Allen's mission.
Knowledge. Knowledge is the first thing that you have to have in order to understand what it is that you're facing.
And that is exactly what Allen is hoping to do, spread knowledge to as many people as she can in order to save as many lives as she can.
The intent of the law is that a woman who is pregnant and has her child and for whatever reason decides that she cannot take care of the child and it's within the age range of up to 60 days, that she can literally walk into a hospital, walk into a fire station, or where there's an EMT 24 hours a day that has the sign hanging on the wall, you can hand that child over and that child will be taken care of, put into an adoptive foster home, and then adopted. The procedure is very specific, and that's why we worked on it for several legislative sessions, because anytime there's something new, you always have to protect it. But the intent of the law that Dr. John Richardson put together and myself that carried for him was that there be no questions asked and that child be taken care of, and that you're saving not only the life of the child but the life of the mother. And that is the intent of the law, and that's what we expect for the state agencies to carry out. But the main thing that this law is for is that instance to where there is someone that is so desperate and for whatever reason cannot take care of their child, and we want to make sure we save the child and save the mother. And that is the intent of the law, and I think it's something that everyone supports. And as far as looking for the mother, that is not the intent of the law at all. The intent is to save her and to save the child and make sure that child has an adoptive home and lives. The law is very specific about not looking for the mother. If a child is put up for adoption, there still is the time frame until the adoption's final that the father can come in and claim paternity. None of that changed. A mother did relinquish her child, and then she decided a week or so later that she wanted the child back, and she went through the process of showing that, you know, she was a fit mother, her household, and she had support to help her, and she did receive her child back.